On our watch, the budget is $215 billion stronger over the 6 years to 2027-28. Gross debt is now expected to peak at 35.2% of our economy.
The following message from the Senate has been received. The Senate has passed a bill for an act to provide for the accreditation of entities to digital IDs and to establish the Australian Government Digital ID System and for related purposes, and transmits it to the House for its concurrence. And I call the clerk.
First reading, a bill for an act to provide for the accreditation of entities in relation to digital IDs and to establish the Australian Government Digital ID System and for related purposes.
I call the Assistant Minister.
I move that the second reading be made in order of the day for the next sitting.
Put the question. Those opinions say aye. Against no. I think the ayes have it.
MyGov obviously is a system that we invest heavily in to make sure that it is usable and safe for people when they are engaging with government, but that doesn't change the comments I made last week about the digital ID system being safe and trustworthy and voluntary. If you're an individual, you will not have to have one of these digital ID.
Thank you. Minister, in June, Russian hackers compromised top-secret Australian Defence Force data. In July, NDIS participants were exposed in a data breach and the Department of Home Affairs leaked personal small business information. In August, the Department of Veteran Affairs leaked medical data. In September, Australian Federal Police data was hacked. Minister, why is it falsely claimed that the government's digital ID is secure when the government can't keep data secure?
I cannot believe that those opposite are going to side with people who are going to pretend this bill is a whole range of things that it absolutely isn't. So when they say it's mandatory, it's not. When they say it's going to steal your identity or it's a big government conspiracy, it is not. This is about personal control of your—
Last week, the minister in this place claimed that their bill had nothing to do with a digital identity, when in fact the bill is called, their own bill, is called the Digital ID Bill 2023. It's in the title. I think it might have something to do with digital ID. The minister followed up on the weekend. Minister Katy Gallagher followed up on Twitter, or X now. She said that digital ID is not compulsory. It's a voluntary, secure and convenient way for you to access online services safely without having your personal documents stored by third parties. Community Notes, readers on X, have put a note up that's been accepted by X saying that the minister might be wrong here because labelling digital ID as voluntary can be misleading if it becomes implicit requirement for essential services. They're exactly right, because whatever the government says about their bill being voluntary, do you remember when they said the vaccine would be voluntary? Indeed, some people today still claim that no one was ever made to get a vaccine. You didn't need to have a job. You didn't need to go and eat out. You could have just got the vaccine instead. It was your choice to get the vaccine. I remember that. They all said it was voluntary. Well, now they're saying a digital ID is voluntary.